So I'm Ghylian. I'm turning 35 this year. So I did my baccalaureate in 2006, if I'm correct. Then I waited a few months, let's say a year, before I started studying. I went to Reunion Island, and now since last year, January last year, I've joined the group Eclosia,
Mhm.
but has like more than 20 companies and has in various industry. And
Right.
let's say since September, I'm on a new assignment at
Mhm.
the company which is called Recycle.
Okay.
Um, because I is buying this company, and basically what the company does is we collect um, paper, carton, use or new paper or carton, and we recycle them. The
Mhm.
first activity is to what we can't recycle here, we export in India where they are like 10 or 15 years ahead of us and they can already recycle most
Okay.
things. What we can recycle here is paper and cartons. And what we do is we have in Coromandel a factory where
Okay.
we make egg trays out of the carton that we have collected. So
Mhm.
the basic egg trays that you see in supermarket, Edo, Martin, or whatever, we make those. One big client who owns all those brands, and so this is the first part of the activity. And we are also building a factory, a bigger factory in Jinfei that will be ready in maybe 6 months.
Wow.
And the idea is to hopefully recycle the rest of the cartons and paper available in Mauritius. So
Mhm.
basically, instead of sending those to Marshicos, we
Mm.
would like to recycle those and do what we will do is to we will produce craft paper, rolls of craft paper that companies will use to do the carton boxes that you see everywhere in supermarkets or whatever.
Mhm. Wow.
So let's say we are aiming to have the full circle of we collect, we reuse, we recycle, we sell, and we collect after that.
Amazing. That's
Yeah.
incredible. And could you tell us what led you to pursue a job in this field? A bit more about your journey so far as well.
So let's say I was into numbers.
Mhm.
I did a baccalaureate STG à l'époque. So I was into, let's say, accounting and numbers. I used to like it. But then it turned more into cost controlling. So basically
Right.
what the numbers are saying. This is something I found interesting, not just to measure things, but to try to explain how you're doing this or that. If it's
Mhm.
good, why? If it's bad, why? And then when I had the proposition to join this project, I didn't really hesitate because I've, let's say for my let's say personal life, I won't say I'm super green, but I try to follow what new innovations we have in terms of green innovations, let's say.
Right.
And I thought that to be able to work in both fields, like numbers, but also in something working in the recycling field would be
Mm.
interesting. It gave me, I mean, it gives you a purpose, I guess.
Right.
You kind of feel like you contribute
Mm. Yeah.
for the greater good, and it's challenging. We are still not 100% clean, of course, but
Yeah.
we are working towards that. And yeah, I guess we are contributing. I mentioned Marshicos. We are saving hundreds of tons of paper waste going to Marshicon every week, every month. Um, I think we have a direct impact on this.
Mm, okay, that's very true.
Yeah, that's interesting. And you also seem like you're really enjoying what you're doing right now.
Yeah,
Um,
completely.
mhm. And can you tell us your advice to kids?
Every time I have like an intern or someone coming for a few days of observation, like
Right.
you guys in lycée have,
Yeah.
I don't, I still consider myself as young and I don't know everything about the professional world or life or whatever. I don't have much advices to give, but every time I tell those kids, you are in the period where you have to start making your first, let's say, important choices,
Right.
but those are not definitive. And I think and I believe that it's maybe more important to know what you don't want to do than what you want to do. Because now, I mean, you're 17, nearly 17. Maybe you want to be a doctor, but in 4 years, maybe you would like to work with kids only or with dogs. I don't know. But
Mm,
if you know that you don't want to be an accountant or lawyer,
right.
Mhm.
it it gives you like a narrow path, let's say, where you know approximately where you're going, but where you will know where you don't want to know. I think this
Mm,
is kind of important to make those choices. You will still have a lot of choices to do. If you don't like to be a lawyer or an accountant, there's plenty of jobs.
yeah.
But yeah, it's not much of an advice,
Mm,
but it's difficult to know what you want, what you have, etc.